Skip and Skip X Embed X Share Close. A few Clemson Tigers discuss how they were able to have fun during the team's 24-10 win over Georgia Tech on October 28, 2017. Marcel Louis-Jacques Orange and White Clemson defensive lineman Austin Bryant, 7, Christian Wilkins, 42, and Nyles Pinckney, 44, dance on the line of scrimmage during a timeout during the Tigers game against Georgia Tech on October 28, 2017. Photo, Ken RUINARD staff, Clemson. Okay, so the real turning point of Clemson's game against Georgia Tech was likely the sequence of Kendall Joseph forcing a fumble on the Yellow Jackets' opening drive before a two-play, 45-yard Clemson scoring drive. A team's opening drive in a hostile environment is important, and for Clemson to score with such ease after forcing a turnover sent a clear message. But we're going to focus on a moment way more fun than a forced fumble, one that put the Tigers' personality on display for the world. A moment during which a trio of 265-plus-pound men danced in a choreographed unison reserved for one of I am at a house party. The moment Clemson got its swagger back. Of course, I'm talking about the Swag Surf. With 6:48 remaining in the third quarter, the Yellow Jackets took the field for the second time in the half. They were in a rut, and that's putting it lightly. After scoring on a 25-yard field goal late in the first quarter, Georgia Tech went 3 and out on 6 of its next 7 drives, the only outlier being a 4-play drive late in the second quarter in which it picked up 20 yards on the first play and 3 yards thereafter. Clemson's defense took the field with a justifiable confidence, and as it waited for Georgia Tech to break its huddle, Christian Wilkins, Austin Bryant and Nyles Pinckney bobbed and weaved in place at the line of scrimmage as Tiger fans roared, and resident DJ Sha sent the Fast Life Youngstaz hit Swag Surfin reverberating through Clemson's concrete behemoth. Clemson defensive lineman Austin Bryant, 7, and Christian Wilkins dance at the line of scrimmage during a timeout during the Tigers game against Georgia Tech on October 28, 2017. Photo, Ken RUINARD staff. Watching the trio dance on the field, you couldn't help but think this is Clemson, a fun-loving bunch of goofballs that dress up as the Power Rangers for Halloween and play Super Smash Bros. In the team lounged. It was awesome. It's the perfect situation. It's wet and raining. It was the perfect song for that, Bryant said. We had a lot of fun just playing, being with your brothers on the field. We prepared all week for just this moment. We only get 7 opportunities in Death Valley a year, so when you're out there you just got to enjoy it. Beyond the on-field impact, Georgia Tech would gain 2 yards in its next 3 plays following the surf. The dance represented exactly what Clemson needed to do in its first game after a jarring upset loss to Syracuse. Two weeks after losing a game in which they never led, the Tigers were riding their own wave once again. We don't lose a lot around here. To go up to Syracuse and lose, then have 2 weeks to sit around and think about it. It's torture," Bryant said. "We needed it. We came out here and played one of our best games of the year.